How do Ricky Martin's kids cope with two dads and no mum?
There are families with two mommies, others with two daddies, a mom and a dad, and I am mom and I am dad.
If I didn't come out for them, what was I gonna be teaching them how to lie?
I want a big family. We want a big family, so it's been beautiful.
So you're not done yet?
Oh, no, I'm done. We're only starting.
Meet Ricky Martin's four beautiful kids. Twins Valentino and Matteo are already 12 years old. His precious little angel Lucia is one.
She doesn't talk. She has one powerful hand that tells you where to go and what she needs, and that's it.
And how crazy is it that we have a daughter, he has a daughter, I have a daughter, and they're both named Lucia.
And here's the newest addition, Baby Ren. His name is not only unisex, but has a special meaning, water lily.
I'm a very lucky daddy.
So, and they're lucky kids. They have you as a daddy. I mean, come on.
Are Ricky Martin's kids happy with two fathers? And did they ask questions about their mother? Ricky's children are raised in a family with two dads, often taking pictures with them for magazine covers. They look happy and super united, but is it the truth? What is the true reason for Martin's kids' popularity? And just imagine when they confronted him with this question: why do we have two papas? Was Ricky ready for it? And how did he answer them? The young father started to think about it when they were only infants, because he realized that questions would arise.
I'm gonna tell them, you know what? I wanted you in my life so bad that with the help of God, everything lined up for you to be part of my life. I'm gonna start with that.
But was it enough for Martin's sons? One day they asked him, "Daddy, why do we have two papas?" Ricky remembered, "I tell them we are part of a modern family." This is a beautiful sense of freedom. However, Martin wanted to give a proper explanation, saying, "There was a woman that helped me bring you into this world. She lent me her belly, and when you were born, she put you in my arms." And what was the kids' reaction to such a confession? They said, "Ah, okay," and the boys just kept playing.
If I didn't come out for them, what was I gonna be teaching them how to lie? I don't want my family to be based on lies. I want to be transparent to them. I want them to be proud of their dad. I want them to be proud of themselves, of their family.
In the near future, Ricky and Joan are going to tell them more, so they can be tolerant towards other people and their parents.
Not every family is the same.
Yes.
Every family is different. There are families with one mom and one dad. There are families with two mommies, others with two daddies, a mom and a dad. You have to be proud. You have to walk through life saying, I have the coolest family.
Besides, this is the reason why the elder boys are always with their fathers. During trips, photo sessions, premieres, and concerts. But how are all these connected? Ricky has the clearest and most logical answer. I want to normalize this. I want people to look at me and see a family and say, there's nothing wrong with that. It's part of my mission. And what about Matteo and Valentino? Do they like it? Martin-Yosef said they enjoy such a lifestyle and added, it's a part of our kids' mission as well. Ricky's children were all born via surrogacy.
On August 6, 2008, Ricky Martin became a father when a surrogate gave birth to his twin boys, Matteo and Valentino.
How did he choose the perfect surrogate for his babies? Ricky Martin interviewed one woman over the phone and asked her, why do you do this? Her answer was,
because I'm a very spiritual woman, and I've never felt closer to God than that moment where I can give the gift of life to someone that cannot do it on his own.
Oh.
And I said, you are the one.
Was the journey to such a big family difficult for the couple? All the singer's kids are born via a surrogate. And it took Ricky a lot of time and effort to go for it. At that time, he was single and had to go through parenthood alone. Ricky is a very responsible father. When he raised the twins alone, he didn't have any help for the first 7 weeks. Then it became hard to have no sleep, so he hired a nanny, but still changed diapers, cooked for them, and dressed them.
You know, the typical routine. I need to do this. This is part of my moment.
How was it for the star to deal with 2 babies on his own? It took Ricky only 7 weeks to start losing his mind because of sleepless nights and always paying attention to 2 babies.
And then I was
Were you
alone,
amazed at
2
how-
against 1. It was like, wait.
But why didn't the star ask for help with his sons? He shares, "I'm doing this on my own because I don't want to miss a moment. I'm the one who changes the diapers. The one that feeds them. The one that bathes them and puts them to sleep."
This is Valentino. And Valentino is a very, very noble boy. He's always sharing. And he puts others first. And Mateo is a very outgoing kid. He's alpha.
But who was that person who decided to help no matter what? Of course, it was Ricky's mum. She has always been his biggest supporter. But who was the handsome man who finally came into Ricky's life? And in what unlikely way did they meet?
I met my fiancée on Instagram.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Is that bad? So I'm scrolling and I see this beautiful piece of art and I'm like, whoa, how cool, who's this? And I start checking and all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, okay, let me just say, ooh, yes, that's
great. Yeah.
And then I wrote to him.
Yep.
And then
Wow.
we were talking for like 6 months without me hearing his voice and without, we talked about art, nothing sexy,
Right.
nothing.
That's great.
He goes, for 6 months, nothing sexy?
Ricky knew that this was the man of his dreams and that he had to meet him.
He used to live in London. I went to London and I met him.
That's awesome.
Game over. He's a conceptual artist, and I'm a collector. So I started looking for art, and I saw his art, and I went crazy because I really love what he does, really original. And I contacted him.
And this is how the love story of Ricky and Joanne started. They've been together for 4 happy years now. But who proposed? It was Ricky Martin who initiated the wedding.
And instead of saying, would you marry me, I said, I got you something. Back. It was very beautiful. And then, like 30 minutes after, I said, wait, did you say yes? Yes, he said yes.
Could the rush be because he wanted to have an even bigger family ASAP?
Since my twins were born, I wanted daddy's little girl. I mean, it was one of those things. I want a big family. We want a big family.
But what about Martin's harsh schedule and concert tours? It's fantastic, but when the boys were 6 months old, they received their international passports to travel with Dad. And this applies to all 4 children now. 1-year-old Lucia, baby Ren, and 12-year-old Matteo and Valentino. Didn't they need stability, home, school, and friends?
I am their stability. If I'm not around,
Absolutely.
they will feel completely unstable.
Ricky chose homeschooling, and it works perfectly for his kids. The eldest speaks 3 languages, English, Spanish, and French. and the youngest feels completely comfortable during trips. Ricky explains,
I could leave them with grandma, but that's not the idea. That's not why I became a father. I want to spend time with them.
both of the fathers share the same values and are enormously connected with the kids. They don't have any intention to stop and want to have a dozen children at least. Ricky and Joan are convinced their love is enough for everyone.
I want them to be 15, 16, and say, Daddy, you were always there with us and for us.
How does the singer combine both career and family? Ricky has one rule when it comes to his kids. He never leaves them for more than 2 nights. So he goes on tours with the whole family on board. Will 4 kids be enough for Ricky and his husband, though? Martin shares, I want 4 more pairs of twins.